Relentless, record-shattering rains have unleashed devastation on Beijing, overwhelming defenses and paralyzing the capital. Streets turned to rivers, subway tunnels filled like wells, and thousands were trapped in homes and vehicles. The disaster has stunned the nation, leaving Beijing and the political heart of China in a state of shock and disbelief as the city faced its worst urban flood in living memory. Meteorologists confirmed that the catastrophe was triggered by the remnants of Typhoon Mora, which collided with a cold northern front over northern China. The resulting stalled weather system hovered above the capital, drawing in moisture from the East China Sea. Over 560 millimeters of rain fell in just 48 hours, more than Beijing's usual half-year rainfall. Experts called it a once-in-a-century atmospheric convergence, intensified by warming ocean currents and a rapidly shifting climate. The deluge escalated with terrifying speed. Drainage channels overflowed within hours, levees broke along the Yangding River, and floodwaters surged through underpasses and metro lines. The city's flood control network, designed for lesser storms, was rapidly overwhelmed. Residents described the rainfall as never-ending, with power transformers exploding and streets disappearing beneath brown torrents before dawn. By sunrise, vast areas of the city lay underwater. Fengtai, Mentugo, and Fangshan districts were among the hardest hit, recording rainfall peaks above 620 millimeters. In Haidian and Chaoyang, home to universities and tech parks, entire neighborhoods were cut off. Authorities raised Beijing's emergency warning to its highest level for the first time in decades, ordering residents to seek high ground and halt all non-essential movement. Infrastructure collapsed under pressure. 12 subway lines were suspended, tunnels flooded, and roads caved in. The 5th and 6th ring roads, key transport arteries, turned into canals of stranded vehicles. Power grids failed across southern districts, while water treatment facilities shut down, leaving millions without clean water. At the capital airport, hundreds of flights were grounded as runways flooded, trapping travelers inside terminals overnight. Rescue operations stretched across the submerged capital. More than 30,000 firefighters, soldiers, and volunteers battled through chest-deep water to reach those trapped in high-rises and cars. Helicopters hovered over apartment blocks, airlifting families from rooftops. Inflatable boats and amphibious vehicles became lifelines in city streets. "We were swimming down the main avenue," said one rescuer. The city had turned into a river. Experts called the event a turning point. Beijing has faced the reality of climate acceleration, said Professor Li Jian of Tsinghua University's Climate Center. What was once unthinkable is now recurring. Infrastructure built for the past can no longer defend the present. Engineers said decades of rapid urbanization, with concrete surfaces and lost wetlands, amplified runoff and magnified destruction. Public health fears mounted as floodwaters stagnated. Overflowing sewage systems and chemical runoff contaminated rivers and reservoirs. Testing revealed high levels of E. coli and heavy metals in urban water. Hospitals reported surges in respiratory and skin infections. Mosquito populations spiked, raising alarms about post-flood disease. Health workers warned that cleanup could take months. Even after the skies cleared, danger persisted. Meteorological agencies warned of renewed rainfall as unstable air lingered. Landslides blocked mountain roads in Montugo, while submerged power lines posed electrocution risks. The disaster isn't over, said an emergency official. It's evolving. Structural teams inspected bridges and dams as the city braced for possible secondary failures. The central government declared a Level 1 emergency, mobilizing 20,000 troops and allocating 15 billion yuan for recovery. Premier Li Qiang addressed the nation, vowing unwavering commitment to protect every citizen. Relief convoys brought food, generators, and medical aid. Engineers began pumping stations to drain flooded districts, though experts warned full restoration could take weeks.